Welcome to today's cryptocurrency news. Cryptocurrency prices today.
The price of Bitcoin, BTC, to US dollar, USDT, has increased by 3.54% compared to the previous day, while the price of Ethereum, ETH, to USDT has increased by 2.45% and the price of Binance Smart Chain, BNB, to USDT has increased by 2.18%.
Latest news.
U.S. Treasury Secretary calls for legislation to regulate stablecoins and non-security crypto assets. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen suggests passing legislation to regulate stablecoins and non-security crypto asset spot markets during a hearing in the House Financial Services Committee. Yellen also mentions potential ways digital assets could impact national financial stability, including runs on exchanges or stablecoin providers and volatility in the cryptocurrency market. ERC-404-based meme token SIMP launches on Arbitrum, surges 2,000%. The ERC-404-based meme token SIMP has launched on Arbitrum, and its value has surging by up to 2,000%. SIMP was created by the SIMP Doge community, which consists of enthusiasts of the SIMP culture. The total supply of SIMP is 10,000 tokens, with each token corresponding to one NFT blind box. The SIMP community aims to enhance the liquidity of NFT assets and the scalability of Web3 communities. SubQuery announces TG and Mainnet launch on February 22. SubQuery, a data indexing infrastructure, will launch its Mainnet on February 22 with a token generation event, happening simultaneously. Users who previously participated in the token public sale will be able to claim their SQT tokens. The TG will also mint new SQT tokens and start the unlocking schedule. SubQuery previously launched its public token sale on January 30. DWF Labs and GSR Markets, suspected as market makers for Space ID. Foresight News reports that an on-chain analyst has identified DWF Labs and GSR Markets as likely market makers for Space ID. The analyst found that GSR Markets has a market-making volume of 23.2 million ID tokens, with the first receipt of tokens dating March 22, 2009, while DWF Labs has a market-making volume of 20 million ID tokens, with the first receipt of tokens dating April 14, 2003. Wormhole releases token economics and governance token W with 10 billion total supply. Wormhole has announced the release of its token economics and governance token W. The total supply of 10 billion tokens will be distributed among the community with 17% allocated. Bakkt warns it may not be able to continue as a going concern. That, a crypto platform launched by Intercontinental Exchange in 2018, has warned that it may not be able to continue its operations. The company has stated that its cash and restricted cash may not be sufficient to fund its operations for the next 12 months. Bakkt was established to help Starbucks customers buy coffee with Bitcoin, BTC, but the company has struggled to use the Bitcoin blockchain for payments. The platform has introduced a digital wallet in 2021, but it has been discontinued. Bakkt went public in 2021 and its stock closed at 1.45 美元 on Wednesday, down from over 40 美元in 2021. Farcaster gains attention with Frames feature, enabling embedded functionality on applications. Farcaster, the protocol behind Workcast, has gained attention in the cryptosphere with the launch of its Frames feature. Frames allow users to embed functionality on Farcaster applications without leaving the app. Antonio Garcia Martinez, a former product manager at Facebook and founder of Spindle, explains that Facebook wanted to create ways to incorporate interactive siloed media experiences on its platform, but never quite achieved it. The Frames feature is the first step in making this dream a reality. Martinez believes that on-chain transactions will become a functionality on Frames in the near future. The company is growing rapidly, but mainstream users are unlikely to use products for its cryptocurrency features. TradeStation crypto charged by SEC for unregistered crypto lending product. TradeStation crypto has been charged with unregistered offering and sale of a crypto lending product by the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. The company has agreed to stop offering and selling the interest feature to investors on June 30th, 2022, and will pay $1.5 million to the SEC. The company also agreed to pay $1.5 million as part of a multi-state settlement. The SEC's order finds that TradeStation offered and sold the crypto lending product with the interest feature as a security, and since it did not qualify for a registration exemption, it failed to register its offer and sale. The North American Securities Administrators Association, NASAA, also cited the TradeStation product in a press release. TradeStation spokesperson told Blockworks that the company does not comment on regulatory investigations and settlements. SEC expands definition of dealer to include crypto firms and traditional finance operations. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has voted to expand the definition of dealer to include companies that routinely trade U.S. Treasuries and other securities. This move will impact both cryptocurrency firms and traditional finance operations. The new rule requires companies that act as liquidity providers for U.S. Treasuries and securities through trades exceeding $50 million to register with the SEC, become members of a self-regulatory organization, SRO, and comply with federal securities laws. The SEC chair, Gary Gensler, wrote in a statement that firms have been acting as de facto market makers and that this deprives investors and the markets themselves of important protections. The National Association of Private Fund Managers and Crypto Companies claimed the SEC has no legal authority over their markets, but Gensler disagrees, stating that the SEC is permitted to regulate dealers and brokers under the 1986 Government Securities Act. The DeFi Education Fund, DEF, also submitted a comment letter, saying the new rule is misguided and unworkable. Dymension's DYM token launch marred by errors and delays. Hits $5.2 billion, fully diluted valuation. Dymension's DYM token launch faced issues, reaching a $5.2 billion fully diluted valuation on its first day. The token was distributed to users on Celestia, Solana, and Ethereum blockchains, with airdropping $390 million worth of tokens to these users. The token is a Rolla Platforms token and was distributed based on specific criteria. The launch faced transactional errors, delays, and delegation issues, with users reporting blockchain issues for at least 5 hours. Validators failed to achieve consensus, with Big Brain Staking holding over 35% of staked DYM tokens. Despite the technical hurdles, DYM traders saw $380 million in trading volumes over the past 24 hours. Users have staked over 123 million DYM to various validators, with annualized rewards currently hovering around 70%. Hut 8 CEO Jamie Leverton departs, shares slide following short seller report. Shares of Bitcoin miner Hut 8, HUT, fell as much as 8% back on Wednesday, following the departure of CEO Jamie Leverton. Leverton served as CEO for 3 years and will be succeeded by company president Asher Janut. The move comes after a short seller report suggesting the company's merger with US Bitcoin Corp. was a pump and dump waiting to happen. Hut 8's stock has fallen more than 50% this year, while the Valkyrie Bitcoin Miners ETF, WGMI, lost about 39% and Bitcoin added about 2%. MicroStrategy reports weaker Q4 earnings, focuses on Bitcoin development. MicroStrategy reported weaker-than-expected earnings on Tuesday, with the majority of its conference call presentation focusing on Bitcoin and its unique value for investors. The company is the largest publicly traded holder of Bitcoin and has a total holdings of more than $8 billion. However, the company's stock has suffered since the launch of spot Bitcoin ETF products, falling by 20% year-to-date. In its earnings presentation, the company attempted to make its case as the superior alternative to Bitcoin ETFs, highlighting other factors such as active control over the capital structure and the ability to generate cash and tap capital markets for attractive debt deals. Bitcoin, BTC, surpasses 44,000 USDT with a 0.3% 0.30 increase in 24 hours. Headline: Bitcoin crosses 44,000 USDT benchmark with 0.3% 0.30 increase in 24 hours. Brief: Binance market data reports that Bitcoin has crossed the 44,000 USDT benchmark, with a 0.3% 0.30 increase in 24 hours. Press release. Binance Market Data releases latest Bitcoin and USDT market data, with Bitcoin crossing 44,000 USDT benchmark and a 0.3% 0.30 increase in 24 hours. Bitcoin has continued its upward trend, reaching a high of 44,009.609375 USDT on February 7, 2024, with a 0.3% 0.30 increase in the past 24 hours. This marks a significant milestone for the digital currency, as it continues to gain popularity and adoption among investors and users alike. The increase in Bitcoin's value is being driven by a growing number of users and investors seeking to capitalize on the upward trend, as well as the increasing demand for USDT as a means of exchange. Binance Market Data is committed to providing the best market data and analysis to its users, and we look forward to continuing to witness the growth and success of Bitcoin and USDT.
Thank you for watching today.
Bless the audience to make a lot of money in the currency circle. It is hoped that the audience can grasp investment opportunities, invest rationally, and earn reasonable returns. At the same time, the audience is also reminded that investment is risky and needs to be treated with caution, and they should not blindly follow suit or overtrade.